Daily Devotionals for May 29th. Today's scripture reading will be Joshua 24, verse 15. And if it seems evil to you to serve the Lord, choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served, that were on the other side of the river, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land you dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Now, you've probably heard that at the end of that scripture many times. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. You know, my son has a sign above his front door, and that's what it says. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. I believe that. You know, you are the ones who intercede for your family members. There's still probably many that don't know the Lord, and you know, we need to cover them in prayer and believe that, I believe for all of my family, I'm like a spiritual covering to them. And as for me and my house, they will serve the Lord. Before they go home, they are all going to know the Lord. But let's back up here a little bit. It's a choice that you have to make, okay? You may come from a long line of family members that never knew the Lord. A lot of times, you know, there's a lot of alcoholism, drug addiction, gambling, prostitution, just a lot of a myriad of things that, you know, people partake in, pornography and what have you. So you may come from a family that has dabbled in these things, you know, into witchcraft and what have you. But it doesn't mean because they have, and even though you may have been involved in some of that yourself, you can turn from it. It is never too late. You choose which way you want to go. You may live in a neighborhood where there just seems to be a lot of wickedness taking place. You don't have to choose to be, you may have to live in that environment, but you don't have to choose to be a partaker of those things. Think of Daniel. He was taken into Babylon, and he was supposed to worship their gods, you know, the idols there, and he refused to do that. You know, he got thrown into the lion's den because he didn't bow down. He continued to worship God. And what about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? The same thing. They lived in an area where, you know, this is what they were supposed to do. They were supposed to worship the golden idol. Well, they wouldn't do it, and they got thrown into the fiery furnace. So, you know, you may live in an environment where things are bad, but you don't have to be a partaker of it. You should be that light in the dark place, that you should be shining the light of God through you. Others would see and wonder, what is wrong with these people? And they would turn to your God instead of you conforming to their way. So, you know, it's funny, this morning I had just a real quick glimpse of one of my family members, kind of a distant family member, but they were just on a joyride, let's put it that way. They had really turned away from the things of the Lord and was on a joyride. And this scripture came to my mind. I thought, no, this person, I feel I covered them, and I won't be content, and I won't go home until I know that they have turned to God righteousness. Okay, till next time, be blessed, and remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Blessings.